Good afternoon. This is Karen with Kinetic Karma. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a reading for the full moon, December 10th, and the lunar eclipse, which is happening at the same time. I felt guided to come and talk to you about this full moon because it's called the wolf moon, and they say it's because that's when wolves used to or are most vocal during this full moon in terms of their howling. But I'm sure that's just a superficial part of it. If you look at the archetype wolf and look up the spirit animal wolf, that might be something that may support us. Matter of fact, let me do that now. Let me Google that right now. Spirit animal wolf. And it's on a Friday night. So just without even looking at the spiritual part, given my upbringing, talking about a Friday night and the wolves are coming out, that sounds like it's going to be wild and gnarly, and the energy is going to be off the hook. So there is a situation where we need to protect ourselves from this wild and chaotic energy that I think is what this is about. So let's see what the spiritual meaning of it is according to the internet. It says wolf spirit animal. The power of wolf spirit animal serves as a guide to guide you to trust your instincts and pay attention to what they're trying to tell you. Wolf symbolizes brings forth intelligence, loyalty, freedom, and social connections, and demonstrating them in a more balanced manner. So, okay. So, yeah, I really do feel like another keynote of this time, this energy, is that we need to pay attention to our instincts, to our intuition, to our God-given abilities to discern what is good for us and what's not. For me personally, there have been a lot of choices, and I've had to actually stop in the middle of an offering, examine it, and understand if it was the best for me. And I had to tune into my intuition to tell, the difference. I had to look at it at a deeper level than I normally would look at stuff. So there are going to be, I feel, for the people watching this video, a lot of options available to you. Not all of them are going to be good. It's kind of like the Seven of Cups in the tarot. You have a snake in one cup, you have something else in another one, maybe empty. Who knows? But how you determine that is through stepping back, pulling yourself into yourself, and meditating or connecting with your higher self to see if this is something that is truly going to vibrate with you and align with you. You'll know it in terms of your heart space, in terms of your feeling. Is your mind, your heart, and your spirit all aligned? Are they vibrating with the opportunity that you're considering or that is being presented? And you need to do this for each one of them because they're going to be a few, I'm told. So, what's another thing? Oh, this is in terms of astrologically. I'm not an astrologer, but they're saying that this is a time where the wounded child will come up, mother wounds will come up, where what your mother did not do for you or somehow caused you to have a negative experience around, that kind of stuff is going to come up during this time frame. And when we say full moon lunar eclipse, I know it's happening tomorrow, but 3 days before and 3 days after, this energy is heavy, it's prevalent, it is still pertinent. So don't think that it's just going to be tomorrow that these are the energies that you're dealing with. No, a few days before, a few days after, you're still going to be dealing with this energy. And energy and time, it's fluid. So just stay aware of what you're paying attention to. Pay attention to what you're paying attention to, and that'll help you to better tune in to what's going on and what are the messages and the energies that are presenting to you. Okay? So now I want to do a reading, or pull a few cards from the Mystic Mudra deck. And this is what the deck looks like, to help better understand what types of mantras and poses that it is that we're dealing with. So, Mother, Father, Spirit, please allow me to connect to the people who are tuning into this channel at this holy time, at this sacred time, to connect with their guides and my guides, so that I may be a clear portal, a clear transmitter of the information that will most best and highest serve them and all involved. Thank you. Amen. So Spirit, please let us know what are the mantras that are going to be like really supportive of this energy and us moving through this energy and getting the most out of it at this time. We have plow pose. Through my struggles, I see the world changing and reshaping itself to a form of my choosing. Through my struggles, I see the world reshaping and shaping itself to a form of my choosing. Through my struggles, I see the world changing and reshaping itself to a form of my choosing. And this is the pose where it's like a plow. And what is prevalent to me and standing out for me is the water that is flowing from the mountain to the valley and almost surrounding him. But not quite. It's almost like a yin and a yang symbol that's combined. You have the water and then you have the earth. They're almost exactly half and half. That's how I see this. And so it's saying to me that we need to be mindful of keeping a balance between our emotions and the physicalities, between our value of what we value. Keep a balance between the physical, the spiritual. So don't just value or focus on all physical. Don't just value or focus on all emotional. Try to maintain a balance with spirit being your guide, with you connecting to your intuition to know the direction that you need to take at any one time. And don't just base it on what shows up in front of you on the superficial. Base it on you taking the time to give yourself enough quiet, enough introspection to understand what's going to be most best and most nurturing and most healing for you. Okay? And of course, the water represents emotions, and the earth, well, represents the earth, the physical, the physicality, the pentacles. And water could be looked at as the cups. But there are also in this picture birds flying around this mountain, which they're telling me are messengers. So there's a lot of messages of information, of secret information that may be very, what do you call it? Flammable, may be very explosive in terms of the emotions. It's like information is coming that could get people out of themselves, out of balance, throw you off. Don't allow that to occur. Stay in your balance. Stay in your space, in your divinity, is what they're saying during this time, because it could be volatile. Okay, and that's not just personally speaking, that's for they're telling me the world events as well. There may be things happening that you have no control over, in your personal life as well as in the overall world, on a world space. So you can't do anything about it. What you can do something about is maintaining and caring for you and nurturing you and keeping yourself balanced and clear so that you can act in the best and highest possible way when you need to. Not being ruled by panic or fear, but being ruled by logic and sensitivity and connection to what is best for you and everybody involved. That sounds kind of strange, but that's what they're telling me. And I want to know what kind of chakras we're dealing with today for this energy that is going to be lasting for the next several days. Please, Spirit, give us cards on the chakras. Third eye, crown. Oh no, this is the aura. Throat chakra and the heart chakra. Okay, I find it very interesting, first off, that we got the crown, the aura, which is the protective energy around all of the chakras, and it emanates from all of the chakras, and the strength of it depends on how balanced the chakras are in your system, how well it is able to cast a protective barrier around you to protect you from the chaos that could ensue. Okay, so let me read a little bit about that. The protective shield, be really whole and all things will come to you. Lao Tes. Be really whole and all things will come to you is the mantra. Be really whole and all things will come to you. Lao Tes. So what does that mean to be really whole? I would suggest to you to be really whole means to incorporate and integrate all of you, not just the physicality, not just the mentality, not just the emotionality, but all of you, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual, all together in a balanced way. And that's what holistic means. It's not just a piece of taking a piece out of the whole. It's all of the components. It's the good and the bad. It's the right and the wrong, the judgment and the non-judgment. It's a duality. It's the yin and yang of it. And when they are talking about being really whole, it requires acceptance of your faults, which is something that we don't necessarily like to acknowledge. It's human nature to, distance ourselves from our faults, or to distance ourselves from criticism about what our weaknesses may be. But that's a mistake. To take into account your weaknesses, your faults is a power, is a attribute, because it contributes to wholeness of who you are. You're not just one part. You're not just popular. You're not just good looking. You're not just not attractive in some way or another. You're so much more than the physicality. You're not just mean or not just loving. You're a whole, and you have to look at the whole. You have to want to be accepting of the whole in yourself, and then you can be that in others. And so when chaos comes, know that it's not going to change who you are. It's not going to impact you in a way that you have no control over, because all, in fact, you have control over is how you see things. You don't even have control over your body. You don't have control over your heartbeat. It could stop at any minute. So understand, what you have control over is how you view things. Be accepting, be holistic in your view of things. And your aura will become stronger and you will be more protected. Okay, although the aura exists outside the body, it is connected to, enclosed, it is connected to and encloses the 7 chakras, and therefore is often thought of as the 8th chakra. This protective shield, which surrounds the body, changes in shape and size and color depending on our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, and on whether the chakras are integrated and balanced. Normally, it extends several feet beyond the body in every direction. When the aura is small, dark, and closed, it represents a weakened state in which we are prone to physical, mental, or emotional illness or distress. When the aura is strong, bright, and large, we are better able to protect ourselves from dis-ease, slander, and stress. The days when everything, no matter how trivial, bothers you, your aura is small and closed. Conversely, when the slings of arrows have no effect, your aura is strong and large. Activities that promote and maintain a vibrant and strong aura include meditation, yoga, a healthy diet, rest, achieving balance between work and play. To complete your chakra work, visualize and connect with your aura. Imagine this protective shield becoming stronger, brighter, and more beautiful. And let me stop right there at that point and say that there is a visualization exercise that you can do. You can close your eyes and you could see, focus on your crown chakra and a white beam of light coming down with a vacuum cleaner like hose attached. And you can go into your into your crown chakra, and you can vacuum all around that chakra and in your imagination, in your visualization. And any debris, any dark spots, any spaces that you see that need to be vacuumed, do that. Take as much time as you need. Then drop to your third eye. Do the same thing. Vacuum all around the third eye until it's very bright and very clear. The third eye color is like a violet, I believe, or is it a lighter blue? I think it's a lighter blue. I'm sorry, it's a lighter blue color, like a almost like a turquoise, but bright, I would say. Visualize that as your third eye and vacuum anything that's not that out. Then drop down to the next chakra, the throat. Relax the throat. Relax everything from the crown to the throat. And vacuum and clear that out. Do that with each chakra. So there's the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the, what is this? The solar plex, the sacral chakra, and the root chakra. And once you vacuum all of that out, that white beam of light that's coming down with the vacuum hose in it, that sucked all of that stuff up, take it, what's in the vacuum bag, and blow it up. Just blow it up, blow it out into infinity. And then allow that white light, that panel of white light, to shine clearly, evenly, down through all of your chakras, balancing and adjusting them perfectly in divine right order, all the way down to your root chakra. And then see the light coming out of your root chakra, continuing through the earth, down through the rock, through the water, through the oil, through the gas, down further and further to the center of the earth. And when you get to the center of the earth, there is a pool of platinum-like liquid that light is going to immerse itself in. And you are going to just dive into that and submerge yourself into that platinum liquid. And as you come up out of it, there's going to be a green light coming up out of it, coming back up through your root chakra, through your sacral, through your solar plex, through your heart, through your throat chakra, through your third eye, through your crown chakra, going back up and coming around. It's going to be a circuit. So there's a light coming down all the way to the earth, to the platinum, and then that light is white, and then coming up, it's a green light. and it's circulating around you. And as it circulates around you, more and more, your chakras are growing larger and brighter and stronger in each area, larger and brighter and stronger. And they're beaming out a protective energy that's encasing you, engulfing you in all levels, in all areas, so that no thing can disturb your peace, your inner peace, your power. Now, I want you to close your chakras, close your crown chakra, and thank your higher spirits and your guides for allowing you to do this process. Moving on. Your heart chakra is the next card we have. And the pose that we have for the heart chakra is called Cobra. And it's one of my favorite poses in yoga. It feels so good. Okay, so you're going to lie face down with your chin on the floor on a mat. Feet comfortably close together, toes pointing. Place the palms parallel to the chin, elbows bent. For more advanced practitioners, place palms beneath the shoulders, elbows tucked next to the body. Engage the abdominal muscles by pulling them up slightly. It's very important so that you don't hurt your back. Inhale, curl your upper body off the floor slowly. As you slowly raise your head, shoulders, and chest, pelvis and hips remain on the floor. Lengthen your neck, tuck in the chin, and gaze straight ahead. Inhale and exhale 3 to 5 times. On an exhalation, slowly begin lowering your chest and your shoulders, chin, nose, and forehead. Turn your head to the right or the left. Rest on your ear. Give the neck a nice adjustment. Just letting the neck rest on your ear, by turning your head and putting your ear on the floor, letting it rest, that in itself is an adjustment. You may hear some things click, something crack. It's okay, as long as there's no pain. All right, if there's any pain ever when you're doing any of these exercises, immediately cease and desist. Okay, and before you do any of these exercises, it's advised that you consult a proper a health practitioner, so that you don't do something that you're not supposed to do. Turn your head to the right or the left and rest your ear, giving the neck a nice adjustment, and breathe. Repeat once more, turning your head in the opposite direction. And the mantra for this is, I am the light within my soul. I am the light within my soul. Well, yeah, once you clean up all those chakras and they're shining nice and bright and beautiful and powerful and strong and big, yeah, you're the light within your soul. I am the light within my soul. I am the light within my soul. That's a beautiful thing. The benefits of this pose are: expands the ribcage, chest, and abdomen, tones the back, kidneys, and buttocks, firms the neck and throat, replenishes the lower back, pelvis with fresh supply of blood, and increases circulation. And as I was reading this, they said drink water with this pose. Drink water during this time, because you're going to need to continue to flush out what does not belong. You're going to be like drinking and wrenching out the impurities. That's what your system is going to be doing. And they're telling me it's going to be almost on overload. So you really need to be extra careful about what it is you're eating, how it is, how much water you're drinking or not drinking. If you feel off, drink some water. Take a salt bath with some Epsom salt. Okay, magnesium will help the process, they're saying. So be conscious of your diet. For me, I was moved. Like, I bought these, I read about beef broth. Not beef broth, but bone broth, and how nourishing it is and how healthy it is. And I went out and got some organic beef bones from a holistic market. And this was like 3 months ago I did this, and I just put them in the freezer. And I haven't felt the need to do anything with them since. I read up all on how to make it and how you let it simmer and blah, 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 and how good it is for you. But I wasn't moved to do it. So, but today was the day that I was moved to go into my freezer, get the damn beef bones, and start a bone broth, because I know that it's going to be nourishing for me. This is me. Now, some of you may be vegetarians and whatever. Hey, do your thing. But whatever you do, my point is, do what's most nourishing. If you can do that, find something that's really, that you feel is really nourishing to your soul, your body, your mind, your spirit, and do that. Okay, so the next pose we have is fish, and it's dealing with the throat chakra, and you're laying on the floor actually. This is figure 1 and this is figure 2. And so you're going to lie on your back, legs extended and close together. Place hands close together underneath the tailbone, palms down. In figure 2, you can inhale as you lift your upper body onto your elbows. Allow your neck to bend backwards so your head rests on the floor. Back arched, legs passive. Make sure your weight is mostly on the elbows, not on the neck. Press both sitting bones into the floor. Hold the pose for several breaths. Return by pressing elbows into the floor, gently lifting up your head and lower your upper body. And the mantra for this is, I am flowing with the current of universal energy. I am flowing with the current of universal energy. I am flowing with the current of universal energy. So this blue, this water from the mountain could be the current of universal energy too. Okay, that's what you're doing. And the benefits are: open the chest, neck, and throat, compensates for forward bending activities, alleviates respiratory problems, stimulates the pancreas and pelvic organs. Caution: if you have any neck problems, consulting a qualified yoga teacher before attempting this pose. Okay, and the last one we have is the third eye chakra, and it's more of a meditation, Om or Ong meditation, OM or ONG meditation, Ong, and as you Ong, the back of your nasal passage should be vibrating, and that lets you know you're doing it right. Om, Om, and you can feel the vibration. Okay, focus on the vibration of the third eye chakra, the sound of Om, the sacred sound of the universe. Chant this sound silently or audibly 3 times. Sit with legs bent, feet crossed comfortably at the ankle, spine extended, shoulders down and away from the ears. With eyes closed, focus on the middle of the brow. Bring your hands into prayer position, Namaste, between the eyes. Thumbs crossed and resting at the third eye center. Elbows may be close together or held out to the side. Chant the sound of Ong, which represents activity, or the sound of Om, which represents stillness. Whichever sound you choose depends on what you need. Follow your intuition. And when you follow your intuition, if you're not sure, just do the first one that comes to your mind and trust it. And if it's not right, they'll let you know and you'll switch. So don't worry about how to follow your intuition. Just do what comes to your presence of mind at the time. Be present and do what you feel is most natural. That's how you follow your intuition. Okay, you're going to focus on the sound and vibration and visualization. Indigo light connecting to your higher self. Repeat for 1 to 3 minutes or longer. The benefits are: activates the pineal, pituitary, and thyroid glands, clears and balances the upper chakras, promotes grounding and a sense of profound physical cosmic connection, calms and clears the mind, slows respiration and heart rate. The sound of Om is composed of 4 parts: Ah, O, and silence. So then you can start another Om, but in between the Oms, there's a silence. There's a space that you're creating of peace, of clarity in your mind, in your body. And I think that this is some really good information and good advice for given what it is that we're going to be dealing with, at least what I suspect that we're going to be dealing with. I want to do a couple of cards from the Colette Baring Spirit Animal Oracle in terms of further clarification, spirit on energies, animal type, archetypes, and that we can take on that will assist us in dealing with this wolf movement. Something popped out like, whoa, lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Dream the world into being. So that's definitely talking about being more meditative and introverted and visualizing and doing, exercises or affirmations that allow you to create your own manifestations here in this 3D. So I want to read this card to you from the book. It's card number 38, and that is 11. And 11 is, in numerology, a number of enlightenment. Okay, lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Oracle message, when was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with spirit? Give into the power of imagination, and soon your dream will be clearer and steps will reveal themselves. And what was ethereal will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. So, this is obviously a time of great creativity. And I've heard this over and over again. I've listened to a lot of astrology on the full moon and eclipse, and a lot of it says that this is a time where creativity is at a great height, and if you use your creativity, you're able to make greater leaps and bounds at this time. So allow yourself to dream your world into being. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to this reading. It's a short reading, but I think that there's a lot here to work with. I wish everybody a nourished, healthy, safe, powerful dream time. And love and light. Love and light to you and to the world. God bless. Namaste.